The dating pool has gotten very ugly. Expectations have become unrealistic. There's a whole bunch of women out there that have normalized OnlyFans and showing off their bodies in exchange for money. And there's a whole bunch of men who think those women are hoes and sluts. And quite honestly, there's a whole bunch of men out there who are underperforming in their duties as men. And women are saying, look, man, if you're not stepping up, then I'm going to have to figure it out for myself. So today I want to unpack this whole situation because I keep getting messages and DMs from men who say, I can't find a good woman. I also see women saying that I can't find a good man. I'm making more money than him. I'm also raising the kids. I'm also taking care of the house. And what is he doing to carry his weight? And I think a lot of the problem rests with the men. Now, I'm not letting women off the hook because if you're out there, and I know it's a small cross section, but social media tends to really show us the most popular things out there, which unfortunately are the things that lead to us thinking that all women are hoes and that all men are degenerates, when in reality, there's a really big cross section of awesome human beings on both sides, but they're living life outside of social media. Yes, everyone's got some level of social media platforms, but typically the stuff you're seeing are the things that are going viral, the things that are popping off, the things that are, speaking to the algorithms. And so when you keep seeing hot chick, perfect body, big following, you click on the link in her bio and that link tree goes to her OnlyFans. And all of a sudden you're like, man, how am I ever going to get a hot chick like that when every guy is on her tail? I don't have the ability. I'm not 6 foot something. I'm not making multiple hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars. What can I do? So fellas, let me start off by telling you something. I think over the last decade or so, men have started to relinquish their masculinity. The opposition, which we've talked about before, big government that controls the pharmaceutical companies, the big war machine, the food conglomerations, and media has done a great job in declawing and defanging men. As men, we must have our claws and fangs because we are designed to hunt, we're designed to protect, we're designed to take care of. It is factory installed in a woman to want to look for someone who has the resources to keep her safe, to keep the babies safe, keep them fed and sheltered. That is factory installed. And over the last decade or more, big government, the opposition, has done an amazing job, and you, fellas, have done a fantastic job of allowing the opposition to declaw and defang you. You've lost your sense of purpose as a man. You have completely let go of your masculinity. You have embraced a feminine nature, and because of that, you are undesirable to women now. And women go, hey, you're not out there earning like you should. You're not out there protecting and providing. You're not showing up with charisma and intelligence and emotional ability to connect. Like men used to have the ability to make women laugh. You know, I saw a podcast episode. It was the Diary of a CEO, and he was interviewing two people about relationships today and what happens when you have all these dating apps that are constantly brainwashing both the women and the men to have these unreasonable expectations of what they're looking for. Women will set their filters to 6 foot tall or taller, making, $250,000 a year or more. And then they go, there's no good men around to be found, right? Well, something like 7% of men are 6 foot tall or taller. And then an even smaller percentage are 6 foot tall or taller and making multiple hundreds of thousands a year. And so there's all these women that are looking for a small handful of men. And those small handful of men that are 6 something and making multiple 6 figures or 7 figures, they have their pick of women every night of the week if they wanted, right? And then you've got men out there who are constantly being served up social media stories, reels, posts of smoking hot women who are training delts in a gym, but somehow the camera is set up to showcase the booty, and you can barely see the delts and the shoulders, but that's besides the point. And these women have massive followings, so already they're signaling to men that they're more important and higher value, right? These men who have lesser followers, because followers are seen as currency now. And so you silly little fucks, you see these girls and they're posting their bodies and they're showing them off, and then they're driving traffic to their link tree, which takes people to OnlyFans. And you're like, damn, she's got a huge following on social media. I just see one after another. And then they all have their OnlyFans. They're independent, making money. When am I going to land a chick like this? And I'm telling you guys right here and now, that is not the real world. Now, yes, in a perfect world, women wouldn't be so overly open about this, but social media has made everything acceptable, right? Social media has everything acceptable. There's that young punk ass clown, Jack Doherty, who thinks it's so funny. He'll do anything for money. He literally will sell his soul for money. He's like, oh yeah, I just saw a little clip of him somewhere on YouTube where he's like, yeah, I kissed another dude, and man, we made so many thousands of dollars when I kissed another dude on their OnlyFans. I think it was like the Island Boys or something. He made out with the Island Boys. How fucking stupid is that, right? Like, that has become your source of entertainment. Like that is what you are striving to become. That is who you're trying to measure yourself up to. Some pasty ass little kid who lives a miserable life in reality. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. I saw a clip of him and Wes Watson. I think it was on Wes's channel. And they were out having lunch. The kid couldn't even make fucking eye contact. And I'm not shitting on this guy. I am shitting on this kid. I'm shitting on this kid because if he had a dad who was actually actively involved. Now, some of you might say, well, his dad was in his life. Yeah, his dad may have been in the house. His dad may have been together with mom. His dad may have been present, but he wasn't active in that young man's life, because if he was, he would not have raised a little fuck like that guy, right? And I share this with you because that's the kid who is going around grooming girls, building up their social medias, doing photo shoots, creating OnlyFans accounts, and he calls it his agency. Basically, he's got a brothel. He's got a brothel of young girls that he's groomed. And it's become so normalized that it's just simply okay to put this on social media, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and then drive traffic to your OnlyFans. Like, I'm going to tell you something. The prostitution world, the sex world, is the oldest profession out there. But it used to be something that was kind of kept under wraps and not easily available and accessible to young girls and young boys who are harmlessly scrolling social media and all of a sudden running into a video that's popping off because the algorithms decide they're going to show it off to everyone. And so now they're showing age inappropriate stuff to young girls, and these young girls go, well, fuck, this chick's cute. She's got a nice body. She's got a big following. She looks like she lives a great life and has whatever she wants. And they click the link and they go, well, she's got OnlyFans. So what used to be like in the underworld, like operated in the shadows, is now just overtly out there in your face, and it's become super normalized. And so these girls who become women have unreasonable expectation in what they're looking for men. They want men who are, again, 6 foot plus in height, making hundreds of thousands, if not a few million. Because they're like, if you're not doing that, then I'll just go out and make my own money doing OnlyFans because it's so acceptable now. It ain't even embarrassing. Until these little bitches turn 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. And then before you know it, the little hotties who are in their early 20s start stealing their traffic. And then what happens with these chicks is as their OnlyFans begins to crumble, is their self-worth has already eroded over the years because they are objectified by fat, floppy dudes wearing Crocs and sweatpants and fucking ill-fitting oversized t-shirts with a hole in the side, with fucking Cheeto dust in their belly button, jerking off into their mom's fucking Kleenex. Like, these are the men that are funding their OnlyFans, and it was fun until those men went on to fund the next hot 20-something-year-old, because now you're over the hill, baby. You're 28, you're over the hill. And you know it's a slippery slope. You're not just showing off your body, because for the right amount of money, some of them are also willing to sell their bodies. And as far as I'm concerned, if you're willing to do that and you're building up your body count, you become undesirable to men who see themselves as high status men. Men who have intellect, who have emotional discipline, who have emotional intelligence, who make good money, who have structured lives, who are handsome, who know how to make you think and make you laugh and sweep you off your feet. That's what you're looking for, but you're not bringing to the equation what he's looking for, which is a woman who's got some level of discretion, a woman that does not have a body count longer than the fucking alphabet, a woman who knows how to do her part in a relationship. And so this thing is completely gone lopsided, guys. Yes, I'm shitting on the women and I'm shitting on the men, because I believe if things continue this way, in the next 5 years, there's going to be a massive, massive battle between the sexes that's already brewing underneath the surface. And the battle is this: we all want partnership. We all want relationship. We all want to find a spouse that we can grow old with. Everybody wants that. Now, in your 20s, you're like, fuck it. I'll just watch porn, OnlyFans. There's the AI sex channels where I can have this like perfect AI girlfriend. And there's these like sex toys that I can buy. And it's like the whole torso of a chick anyway. And you loser guys are banging some fucking rubber doll. I think my generation, Ed, had blow-up dolls. This current generation, I imagine you set up your fucking iPhone and your iPad, and then you bring your fucking torsoed doll. I don't know, does it have body temperature? Can you raise the temperature to 98.7 to human body temperature? Maybe you pour a whole bunch of fucking olive oil all over it so you have some form of lubrication, because you're probably fucking barren, dry like the fucking desert. And you're fucking some doll, right? Like, that's what it's gotten to. And in the process, you stay inside so much that you've lost all ability to socialize, to connect, to have intellect, to walk up to someone in the gym, in a bar, in a restaurant, in a running club, somewhere, anywhere, and just rap and have conversation. Like, hey, what's up? I see you're working out on chest or back. Can I work in with you? Or, wow, you know what? You outwork everyone here. Respect. My name is Bedros. Like, the gift of gab has gone away for you men, because you constantly choose easy and then you blame the chicks. But the chicks you're blaming are the ones that social media is pointing out to you and making you think that all chicks are that way. They're not. They're not. There's a small subsection of chicks that the algorithm is jamming down your throat, giving you the impression that all girls are like that. That they have these materialistic desires, that they have this need for massive amounts of money. They're hypersexualizing social media, and they are pushing traffic to their OnlyFans, and they don't need you. And then you feel rejected, fella. When in reality, in real life, there's a whole bunch of awesome 5s, 6s, and 7s who would find you attractive if you actually had some level of intelligence, some level of humor, some level of charisma, ability to connect, and the desire to go up and say, hey, my name is so-and-so, can I buy you coffee? Would you, if you're not married or dating, would you want to catch a workout with me? Do you want to go walk to a park? Like, learn to not be creepy. But on the flip side, I also understand your pain. So many chicks out there in the gyms these days. I go to a public gym. I see it. Doesn't matter if I'm traveling or if I'm in town. And if I'm working out at a public gym, I see it. Chicks, more than guys, have their fucking iPhones out. And they're filming their workouts. And they're putting it on social media. Awesome. Good for you. You want to inspire. You want to motivate. But if any of you follow the Joey Swole Instagram channel, then you know some of these chicks who are literally putting content up on social media just to get validation, sexualized comments, and approval from others, have an issue when some dude walks by while they're filming and some dude turns his head because she's wearing something that might as well you might as well be fucking naked. So you'll call this guy a creep on your Instagram, yet you'll post shit to get attention from a whole bunch of guys. And so then if you wonder why guys aren't walking up to you, I think all of you girls out there that are working out or running or wherever you are, if you see another chick doing shit like that, you should be self-policing. And men, you know this. I think I like to be self-policing. I want to help you guys develop the confidence, the charisma, and the skill sets and the abilities to be able to position yourself as a high-valued man so that you can walk up to a beautiful girl who's not like that, who's not running an OnlyFans, who doesn't have a massive social following, isn't trying to vie for other men's attention online, that you can go up and talk to. And like I said, some of these girls on a scale of whatever, 9 to 10, they might be a 5, 6, or a 7, or an 8. That's okay. You're no fucking 10 yourself, fella. You're not. So as you develop yourself, maybe if you develop a relationship with someone else who's a 5 or a 6, you guys can grow together. You guys can raise together. You can nurture one another. You can reach for your goals together. And you can together go from a 5 to a 6 to a 7 to an 8 to a 9. What a fucking awesome experience that would be. You can heal each other together. But if you're too busy living your life on social media and judging these chicks and then saying that all chicks are like that, you're wrong. And women, if you're so vain and you are so materialistic that you think the only kind of guy you deserve is some dude who's 6 foot or taller, who's rich and charismatic and funny, what are you fucking bringing to the table other than a body count, other than your inability to cook and to provide a peaceful place that he can come after a hard day's work and rest and relax and fucking put his guard down? I can tell you that that's what we men are looking for. And men, you've got to step up and be that guy, worthy of a woman who's willing to do that, to turn a house into a home, to keep it clean and peaceful, and provide the food, the love, and the respect that you're looking for. But for that to happen, dudes, you've got to earn. We've talked about this before. You got to be charismatic. You got to learn how to earn money. You got to show that you can be resourceful. You've got to have confidence. These used to be things that men just went out and did, acquired, got, developed. Now it's like, why should I have to do that to get a girl? Because that's what we have to do, you dumb fuck. That's what we have to do. Because it is factory installed in this girl ever since her ancestors who were cave ladies, girlies, cave chicks. They wanted a fucking jacked caveman who could hunt and protect and provide so that they can have your babies and they can feel sheltered. It's genetically encoded in them. Just the modern version of that is making money. The modern version of that is being able to pay rent or a mortgage. And if you're using some kind of stupid excuse, but the inflation and the economy and the housing market and the job, shut the fuck up, would you? Just shut the fuck up. It is why so many of you are underperforming as men, that so many of these chicks are like, fuck it. I can go out and make more money, with or without OnlyFans, by the way. I'm not saying all these chicks are out there making money with OnlyFans. I got plenty of fucking awesome, independent, powerful fucking women working in this building on my leadership team. They're making fucking 6 figures. And these women, they're making the money, they're raising their kids, they're taking care of the household. So what exactly are you doing? And the big point I'm making here, fellas, is you have allowed the opposition to declaw you, defang you, to take away your masculinity, to take away your rightful role as a man, which is to hunt, to provide, to protect, to preside. And all of these things are what women want. And in the absence of it, because you have allowed yourself to get feminized, you have allowed yourself to get out of shape, you haven't developed any skills to make money, and most of all, you don't have the gift of gab. On that same episode that I was watching on the, what was it called? The CEO, the Diary of a CEO. The guest on there was like, hey man, if you can make a chick laugh, you can get her naked. And that's so true, right? Like chicks want to laugh. They want to feel safe. They want to know that they're protected. They want to know that you're like, I got you. I got us. We're good. You don't have to worry about going out there and making money. But you do have to worry about turning this house into a home, keeping it peaceful, showing me respect and giving me love, making delicious food, not bringing drama in. So fellas, the moment you start doing your part, I believe as men, we are the leaders in society. Call it what you want. We are the leaders in society. You can equality this to death. But men are the leaders in society. Now, there may not be a lot of men out there stepping up, which creates more opportunity for the rest of us. But I'm saying, fellas, come join the party. Get out from behind the screen. Get out from your fucking bedroom. Get out from the fucking basement. Put on clothes that fit you. Comb your hair. Brush your teeth. Learn to be funny. Learn to communicate. Make eye contact. Walk tall. Lose the fat. Get in shape. Eat right, be marketable, learn to market yourself, be desirable, smell good, take the fucking plaque off of your teeth. God damn it. Some of you, your mouths look like you fucking chewed on mud for the last 2 hours. I run into you, man. I run into you at places, at events. You got sweaty palms. You can't fucking articulate a message. Like, you want to fucking take a picture? You want we meet? Great, let's take a fucking picture. You bumble around for 20 minutes trying to say, can we take a picture? Just say, hey, B, I'm a big fan. Can we take a picture together? Oh, by the way, this is what I do to help society and humanity. Don't hero worship me or anyone else, man. You're the fucking man, don't you know? You're the fucking man. And the moment you see yourself as the man, the moment that you decide that you are the man on the white horse that's going to gallop in and save the day for yourself and the people around you, that is when women will find you desirable. I believe women don't want to go and work for all these hours and get all this pay, because women do get emotionally frazzled easier. As men, we can deal with stress more. Women don't want to go do the things that men have done. They are having to do it because there's an absence in you doing it. So you can call this politically incorrect, but I'm calling out the women. I'm also calling out the men. And I believe the men have the greater responsibility because we are the leaders. We are the leaders of society. And the moment that you start stepping up and making yourself more desirable, your 5'8" frame can feel like 6'4" if you just develop some charisma, if you get in shape, if you have some confidence, you know how to make them laugh and make them think and make some money, man. Go out there and fucking earn. That is how we hunt. The modern day hunting is making money. And if you don't, then you're stuck with your AI girlfriend and your fuck doll. But guess what? You can't go out to a dinner with that little doll. You can't go have life experiences. And right now you're like, well, I can go do that solo with my friends. But as you get older, you're going to want a companion. You're going to want to look back on memories and experiences. And you won't have that with your little fuck doll, buddy. You just won't. So with that said, I hope this message landed. I love you all to pieces. Go out and execute on the plan that's going to make you the ultimate man. And when you do, you will find that you will find the ultimate woman. Not all of them are doing OnlyFans. They're not all assholes. The right one's out there for you, but you've got to go earn the right to attract her.